I tell you what, guys, we keep going from bad to worse. I mean, that was an embarrassing loss today at home during homecoming against South Carolina 35-9. I mean, I was saying last week, how could it get any worse after Texas? Well, we looked at it today. I'm going to cover all of that. But first, thank you for pulling up to Sooner Legends podcast. I'm your host, Mike the Legend. And if you love college football, especially our Oklahoma Sooners, you have come to the right spot. Could I get you to hit that red subscriber button? Turn on your post notification bells. That way you won't miss any content I will be uploading. And if you're watching from a computer, down in the right hand corner of your screen, you will see a YouTube icon. You can hover your little mouse over that, subscribe, and you don't have to leave the video. Could I get you to give me a like and a comment? It's little things like that that helps push out the algorithm of YouTube. And for small content creators such as myself, it means the world. And could you please share the video? Because sharing is caring. Well, guys, like I stated at the front of the video, it's 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 bad. Um, how could we hit rock bottom when we start losing recruits? Then we'll hit rock bottom. We're 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 hovering the surface of rock bottom right now. That was the most putrid performance I've ever witnessed at Owen Field, other than in, I think it was '96 when we played A&M during the Blake era, and A&M had a halftime lead of 37-0 on us. Yeah, that bad. Our offense gave up 9 sacks today, the most since John Blake of 1996. Uh, we showed flashes. We showed some flashes, but we're not consistent at all. We won't run the edges. We won't stay with the edges. Gavin Sawchuk, he's on the back of a milk carton somewhere. He's non-existent. Taylor Tatum showed some flashes today. Had a decent uh, return on a punt. Had a decent run on offense. DeMarco, why? You're doing it to us again. And then the beginning of the game, Hawk throws an interception. But if you go back and look at that INT, Jacob Sexton and Byron Sharp was on a double team on the defensive end. Sexton broke off of it. Now you're expecting a 230-pound tight end to take on a 330-pound defensive end. Yeah, right. So he throws a pick. And then he throws a pick six. And then there's a scoop and score. 21 points. Now, what I'm going to say here, them were gimmies. Well, they had the pick six, a scoop and score, and a touchdown of their own. But you take away the pick six and the scoop and score. South Carolina only scored 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. And a 2-point conversion. That'd been 22 points. But we give them, let's see, No, I'm thinking wrong, guys. I'm sorry. I can't even think straight right now. I'm so pissed. But anyway, we give them 21 points of that 31 of that 35. Jackson Arnold had that beautiful pass to Brennan Thompson that we finally scored a touchdown after 2 games. But listen to this, guys. If it, if you really want to get pissed, total yards for OU 291, South Carolina 254. Passing yards for OU 238, South Carolina 180. Rushing yards, South Carolina owned that 74 for them and 53 rushing yards for OU. But our yards per play was 3.5, and South Carolina's was 3.7. We also beat South Carolina. Uh, we beat them in first downs. 19. We had 19 first downs. South Carolina had 15, and we was neck and neck on third down efficiency. South Carolina was 6 of 18. We was 6 of 19. Fourth down efficiency, we was 1 for 5. Total plays 83. South Carolina 68. But the 4 turnovers costed us, and along with a bad offensive line and 2 monkeys upstairs that don't know how to call plays. It's I I'm at loss for words. There needs they I've been saying this for 3 games now. Seth and Joe John need to go down the road kicking rocks. Ain't getting it done. And if it don't happen, you start questioning BB. This loyalty stuff is about to wear me out. It really is. There are better OCs out there that could come into this program and call better plays than what's being called on that field. I never thought after we hired Bob Stoops that I would have to talk about living in the John Blake area again, but here we are. Here we are. We are actually worse than John Blake. Do you know who? I mean, we are almost dead last. Do you know who last is right now? Kennesaw State. We are better than Kennesaw State, and Kennesaw State is at the bottom of the heap. Plain and simple. No consistency whatsoever on the offense. No blocking. No blocking whatsoever. We got a little bit of a run game. Me and Coach Ricks and Jason talked about this tonight. We'll hit them edges and get positive yards, and then Seth will go away from it. I mean, the running backs did. I mean, I got the numbers right here. I'll go ahead and read them off to you. They wasn't to me. I mean, for as crappy as we are, I mean, and I'm not sunshine pumping. I'm just trying to find some positivity out of this crap. Javante Barnes carried 17 times for 70 yards. Taylor Tatum 4 for 16, and Hicks was 2 for 11. And in receiving yards, Jordan was 6 of 86. Thompson was 2 for 59, and Hester was 4 for 44. I mean, I'm trying to find some positivity in this turd sandwich that we're watching every weekend. trying to come up with a video for my Sooners that I can hang my hat on. And what I'm scared of now is losing recruits. Probably won't lose them on the defense because we got it together on the defense, but on the offense, ain't there. Ain't there at all. Offense, we are so inconsistent. We'll use plays that will work, and then you will never see them the whole game. So, what needs to happen? Start firing Seth Luttrell, Joe John Finley, and DeMarco Murray tonight. Murray ain't getting it done. Them's my big three that I want to see out. But then you say, Legend, we'll lose them running back recruits. I don't care. I want a running back coach in there who knows who his RB one who he's going to stick with. And when somebody is making positive yards, you don't set him on the bench. I mean, that's my 2 cents. Start with Murray, start with Joe John, and start with Seth. And please, for the love of God, can we please hire an actual offensive or quarterback coach? We're wasting Hawkins and Jackson Arnold. Wasting them. Not developing them. So that's my 2 cents. Y'all hop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. This is the Legend. We'll see you on the backside. God bless and Boomer Sooner.